You wake up. The world hums outside your window. Cars, voices, a relentless pulse of noise. But inside you, silence. Not the kind that soothes, the kind that screams. You're not like them. You never were. The man staring back in the mirror, he knows. He's carried a truth too heavy for words, a fire too wild for their cages. You're a Sigma male, and you're living a life that's killing you. This isn't about weakness. It's about a strength so deep, it isolates you. A mind so sharp, it cuts through the lies. A heart so vast, it drowns in its own depth. You don't fit. Not because you're broken, because the world wasn't built for men like you. 6 signs, 6 truths, 6 mirrors to show you who you are, and why this life, this job, this city, this routine feels like a betrayal of your soul. Stay with me. This is your story. Let's walk through the fire together. Sign 1. You feel like an outsider in every room. You walk into a room. Laughter, chatter, eyes darting like flies. They're connected. They belong. But you're a ghost. Not because you're shy, not because you're cold, because you see too much. The fake smiles, the rehearsed lines, the masks they wear to survive. You can't unsee it. And so you stand apart. You've tried to blend in, to laugh at their jokes, to nod at their stories. But it feels like swallowing glass. Every word you force cuts deeper. You're not built for their games. This is the Sigma's curse. To see the world for what it is, to feel the weight of its shallowness, and to carry that truth alone. You're not an outcast because you're flawed. You're an outsider because you're real. Your heart beats to a rhythm they'll never hear. Your mind walks paths they'll never dare. But here's the paradox. That isolation, it's your power. The world doesn't understand you, but you don't need it to. You were born to carve your own way. And yet, the loneliness lingers, like a shadow you can't outrun. It whispers, is this all there is? Am I meant to walk alone forever? Hold that question, let it burn. It's leading you somewhere. Sign 2, you crave solitude, but it haunts you. The world is loud, too loud. Crowds drain you, small talk suffocates you. So you retreat to your room, your thoughts, your silence. Solitude is your sanctuary. The one place you can breathe, where the masks fall away, where you meet the man you truly are. In those quiet hours, you're free. Your mind roars, ideas collide, dreams take shape. But then, the silence shifts. It grows heavy. It asks questions you can't answer. Why are you alone? Why does no one see you? Why does the world feel so far away? This is the Sigma's paradox. You need solitude to survive, but it's also your ghost. It holds you close, and it pushes you away. You're not afraid of being alone. You're afraid of what it means. That maybe you were built for a world that doesn't exist. That maybe your fire is too much for anyone to hold. But listen, your solitude isn't a curse. It's a forge. It's where you sharpen your mind, where you temper your soul. The world doesn't deserve you yet, but you're not here to wait for its approval. You're here to build something greater. And still, the haunting lingers. A quiet ache, a question. Is there a place for me? A life where I belong? Let that ache guide you. It's not your enemy. It's your map. Sign 3. You reject the ladder. Others climb. They chase it. The promotion, the corner office, the title that screams success. They climb. They claw. They beg. But you stand still. Not because you're lazy, not because you're weak, because you see the ladder for what it is. A trap, a chain, a life that's not yours. You've watched them. The men who sold their souls for status, the ones who traded freedom for a paycheck. Their eyes are empty. Their smiles are lies. You'd rather burn than become them. This is the Sigma's rebellion. To say no to the world's script, to walk away from its rewards, because you know the cost, a life of obedience, a heart in chains. But here's the truth they don't tell you. Rejection comes with a price. You're free, but you're broke. You're true, but you're unseen. You're strong, but you're alone. The world punishes men who don't bow. It starves them. It ignores them. It calls them failures. And sometimes, you believe it. But you're not failing. You're refusing. Refusing to live a lie. Refusing to betray the man you are. Your path is harder, but it's yours. And yet, the doubt creeps in. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm throwing it all away? What if this defiance is just pride? Hold that doubt. Let it sharpen you. It's not your weakness. It's your fire. Sign 4. Your mind is your greatest weapon and your cage. Your mind is a blade. It cuts through noise. It pierces lies. It builds worlds no one else can see. You're brilliant, not in the way they measure, not in grades or titles, in the way you think, the way you see. You ask questions they don't dare. You see connections they miss. Your thoughts are a universe, vast, wild, uncontainable. But that same mind, it traps you. It spins. It doubts. It overthinks. Why am I here? What's the point? Why can't I just be like them? This is the Sigma's burden. A mind too deep for shallow waters. A soul too vast for small lives. You see the world's flaws, its contradictions, its emptiness, and it weighs on you. You've tried to silence it, to numb it, to distract it. But your mind doesn't rest. It demands truth. It demands meaning. It demands you. And so you wrestle, with thoughts that never stop, with questions that have no source, with a brilliance that feels like a curse. But listen, your mind isn't your enemy. It's your power. It's the forge where you build your life, the compass that guides your path. You don't need to quiet it. You need to wield it. And still, the cage remains. The weight of a mind that sees too much. The ache of a soul that knows too little. Where do I go? What do I build? How do I escape this? Let that ache burn. It's not your prison. It's your key. Sign 5. You see through the world's illusions. The world is a stage, and you see the strings, the lies they call truth, the games they call success, the masks they call identity. You see it all. They chase fame. You see emptiness. They chase money. You see chains. They chase approval. You see weakness. This is the Sigma's gift. Clarity. A vision so sharp, it cuts. You know the world's promises are hollow. Its rewards are fleeting. Its rules are lies. But that clarity comes at a cost. It isolates you. It alienates you. It makes you a stranger in their world. You can't unsee the truth, and so you walk alone. You've tried to play their game, to want what they want, to believe what they believe. But it feels like poison. Your soul rejects it. Your heart rebels. And so you stand apart, not because you're better, because you're honest. You'd rather starve than eat their lies. You'd rather burn than wear their masks. But here's the paradox. That clarity, it's your freedom. It's the fire that lights your path. The world can't chain a man who sees its chains. It can't fool a man who knows its tricks. And yet, the weight remains. The truth is heavy. The clarity is lonely. What do I do with this? Where do I go when the world is a lie? How do I live when I see too much? Hold that question. Let it carve you. It's not your burden. It's your strength. Sign 6. You're waiting for a life that feels like yours. You're not lazy. You're not lost. You're waiting for a life that feels like home, for a purpose that burns in your chest, for a world that sees you. Not the mask, not the role. You've tried their paths, their jobs, their dreams, but they feel like borrowed clothes, too tight, too foreign, too false. This is the Sigma's longing, to live a life that's yours, to walk a path that echoes your soul, to build something that carries your name. But the waiting, it's killing you. The years slip by, the doubts grow louder. What if it never comes? What if I'm chasing a ghost? What if this is all there is? And so you linger, in jobs that drain you, in cities that suffocate you, in a life that feels like a lie. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because you're waiting for truth. But listen, the life you seek, it's not out there. It's in you, in the fire of your mind, in the depth of your heart, in the silence of your soul. You don't need to find it. You need to build it, to carve it from the chaos, to forge it in the dark. You're not waiting for a life. You're waiting for permission. Stop. You are the permission. You are the path. You are the fire. And still, the longing lingers. The ache for a life that feels right. The hunger for a world that knows your name. Where do I start? How do I become the man I see in my soul? What does it mean to live as me? Let that hunger roar. It's not your weakness, it's your awakening. You've felt it all your life. The weight, the silence, the fire. You're not like them. You never will be. And that's your power. You're a Sigma male, a man carved from solitude, tempered by truth, forged in defiance. The world will never understand you. It doesn't need to. Your path isn't theirs. Your fire isn't theirs. Your life isn't theirs. You've seen the signs. The outsider's heart, the haunted solitude, the rejected ladder, the caged mind, the piercing clarity, the endless waiting. Each one a mirror, each one a truth, each one a step toward the man you are. This the one that's killing you, it's not yours. It's a shadow, a lie, a cage you've outgrown. You don't need to fix yourself. You don't need to fit in. You need to rise, to walk the path only you can see, to build the life only you can dream. The world will call you strange. Let it. The world will call you alone. Let it. The world will call you lost. Let it. You're not lost. You're awakening. A silent wolf. Eyes sharp, heart deep, soul wild. This is your moment, not to change, not to conform, but to become. To claim the fire in your chest, to wield the truth in your mind, to live the life in your soul. You're not stuck. You're ready. The world doesn't need to see you. You need to see yourself. Step forward. The path is yours. The fire is yours. The life is yours. And the silent wolf, he's awake.